So this is US oil analysis for Monday, 30th of October. US oil, also known as WTI. Let's just have a look what happened on the 27th, just quickly. So on the higher time frames, we were in an uptrend, and we did expect further continuation. So what did we see on the 27th? What we saw on the 27th was prices retraced all the way back down to this next level that we did already mention, 52.22. That was acting as resistance, and we did find support in around 52.22. As can be seen on the charts, pretty clear. We've had strong buying momentum, broke beyond this next level at 53.54. At present, we do appear to be heading down back to test this from the other side to see if this 53.54 acts as resistance before we get a further continuation to the upside. But we are currently still in an uptrend, and we do still have an upside bias. So if we do have a continuation from this 53.54, again we'll be looking for 55.21. It's not marked out in the chart. I'm just going to mark it out on here just now. So let's just change the color of that to red, and let's just make sure our coordinates are correct. 55.21. So there we are, marked out on the charts now. So we're expecting prices to go up to 55.21. So either we do have a bit of a bull flag form and we do get a continuation to the upside, or we could retrace further, find support, a bit of a bull flag, and we'll retrace all the way back up to 55.21. We'll see whether prices reach 55.21 and we get a sell-off back down to retest 53.54, or we get a decisive break beyond 55.21, after which we'll be looking for the next major levels. But our long-term target for oil is at around about that $60 a barrel. Now, to the downside, if we do break beyond 53.54, we could potentially find support in around this 52.80 level. We have seen the active slight resistance there on the left of the chart, and it is a weekly level from it's a weekly pivot from a couple of months ago now. So we'll see how prices react around if we do break down beyond 53.54. See how prices react beyond at around this 52.80, beyond which next major levels are sitting at 52.22, from which acted as support before we had a strong breakout move to the upside. Now let's just have a look at the higher time frames. So on this monthly time frame, we can see it's pretty clear. We've had our lows here, higher low as well, and we do appear to be breaking out of range. We've got a strong candle currently still forming, heading towards these highs over here in around that 55.21 barrel, beyond which we've got this $60 a barrel just here. We do appear to have the 50 period moving average coming into focus on this monthly time frame. So let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. So on this weekly time frame, I'm going to just grab the pen again. You can clearly see the most recent trend has been to the upside, even though we have been in a bit of a range for a couple of months now. But we've been in a bit of a range for a couple of months, but prices are hitting to the upside, so we have to see how prices react in around the 55.21, which was the top of the range. Was that correct? Yeah, 55.21. That's the top of the range. If we do break above that, we'll be looking for that $60 a barrel. Now, currently on this weekly chart, we have the 200 period moving average sitting beyond this $60 a barrel, so it could potentially act as dynamic resistance. 200 period moving average here on the weekly time frames currently sitting at 58.92, so essentially $59 a barrel. Now let's just have a look at the daily time frame. So on this daily time frame, it's pretty clear here. If it wasn't clear enough on the weekly, we've had our lows here. We've had a higher low again. We've had a higher low again. We've come up to this area. We've stalled about 52.22. Had a bit of a stall there. We could potentially have saw a double top and a move down to 49.25, which was these most recent swing lows. But instead, we've had a brief retracements before we had a strong continuation. With last week Friday's candle being a very strong candle in that it's of a it's of a decent size, and it also closed near its highs, indicating some momentum. I suppose as we are in an uptrend, it might be an exhaustion candle, so we could see further retracement all the way back down to 52.80 before we see a continued move to the upside. But at present, we are still bullish oil, and we've already mentioned the targets beyond to the upside that we were. The targets that we are expecting to the upside in around this 55.21 level before we move up to possibly $60 a barrel. Now, that should wrap up the US oil analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.